What do you know about crystal meth?
I don't know nothing about it.
I know it's a drug.
I don't really know much. I just know it's a rock.
I don't know anything about that.
It can get you think you have things under your skin and you feel like you're freaking out all the time.
I don't really know that much about it.
It can mess up your brain.
I don't really know anything about it.
I've never heard of it in my whole life.
He was I don't know, 10 years older than me, but he was trying to hit on me more or less, so we were in the bathroom smoking dope. That was the first time I smoked dope. I mean, they say meth isn't addictive after the first time. That's bull crap, because it is. It's so not worth it. I've got more dental problems than probably a normal 80-year-old woman does. I'm going to have dentures, but within the next year, and I'm 22. Nothing in the tweaker world ever lasts. It's all always temporary, and everyone knows that. You get caught up. It's a self-consuming drug, and you don't realize that everyone out there is out just for their next fix or their next high, that no one really cares. None of them really care. I thought I was going to come out here and do good and be clean and be sober, and no matter how many times I've had in my life where I've had periods of sobriety, it's so easy to get wrapped right back up into it. One person coming around with a pipe, smoking one puddle, and you're right back into it. I've lost 2 children now. I'm sitting in jail for I don't know how many times. And it all started with that first time in that bathroom. It wasn't worth it at all. I've lost everything I cared about, my family. Meth ruined my life, really.
Sleeping on cement, cold. But I honestly thought that I had no problems, that was fine. Because that's what my addiction told me in my own head. Everybody else is sleeping in beds or on the floor in the carpet. Me outside in the cold, in the rain. They kicked my ass, let's just say that. Bad. One of those nights I cried like a little kid because I did not know what to do. It was a 38 special. I was putting right behind my, right below my chin right here. I was going to blow my brains out because I was already pushing the trigger down to just end it.
I truly believe that every single young person is at risk of destroying their lives from methamphetamine addiction. When I became a judge over 17 years ago, I never saw what I see today. 5 years ago, I never saw what I see today.
We've seen a lot of liver damage that's going to affect these kids for the rest of their lives because of one time. 12, 13-year-olds.
And it's starting at the elementary school level.
Mm-hmm.
It's not at the high school level or the college level. It's at the elementary school level.
This drug just grabs you by the throat and yanks you down on the ground. That's just, I've never seen anything like it.
I know personally of kids that have flat told me. I said, when did you get addicted? And they said, the first time we smoked a bowl. And that's scary. That is really scary.
She owned her own home. She had a nice place to live. She had a family. And from a parent's point of view, it seemed like all of your dreams were fulfilled. And it abruptly changed.
Well, something that was just for fun became an everyday type of thing. And then from, okay, I'm just going to do it every day, to waking up in the morning and that's the first thing that you grab for is something so that you can get high. I ended up giving my kids over to my parents and disassociated myself with family. I quit my job with the state. I lost my home and wrecked my car.
We would talk, constantly, recognizing what the problem was. But at the end of the conversation, you walked away with nothing. It was like you were talking different languages.
At one point, he stood in my living room and he was like, you know, just take my hand and walk out of this house. Walk out of here with me and we can fix this. And I was sitting there, and the worst part about it was that as much as I wanted to reach my hand out and leave, I couldn't because I had a loaded pipe under the pillow. I mean, things continued to increasingly get worse, and I got arrested. And Dad left me in jail, which was probably, you know, a very good thing that he did that, and probably a very hard thing for him to do, but at the time was the best place for me. I think there were about 6 or 7 people in my house when I got arrested. And it was probably one of the coldest, most unfriendly environments you would have ever been in, yet at the time all of us considered each other friends. None of them may have known each other's names or even really associated with each other or even carried on conversations. Empty. Absolutely empty, yet full of people. I was too ashamed and too embarrassed to go back home and ask for help because I felt that those relationships were completely diminished. Looking at my children after what I had put them through was very difficult. So I ended up in a motel room all by myself because the person that I was with was out trying to score so that we could get high, and I was cutting my wrists, and I just thought, you know, what do you do when you're done?